guys, thanks for watching. Today I'm wearing my Let's Get Loco shirt to get me in the mood to talk about money. So this past week, my husband and I went to Financial Peace University Lesson 3. But before I get into what he talked about in Lesson 3, I really want to talk about what he went over in Lesson 2, which is the debt snowball, basically getting out of debt. I just wanted to talk about a couple things that we've been doing, mostly just the struggles. It's really exciting because you reach that point where you're just kind of fed up. You are ready to get out of debt. You want to be free. And it can feel really daunting. You're sitting there looking at this number that's huge and you're like, I can't pay this off because that would be, half my paycheck or more, or it's crazy because you already feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck, which he actually talked about how 80% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And that's just scary to think about. People don't really have any savings. 80% of people, that's like being in a room full of your family members, and very few of you have any savings. It's sad and it's scary, and I definitely want to be one of those people that has savings. I don't want to be relying on the next paycheck. I want to be able to enjoy work for work, and enjoy my life for what it is. But some of the struggles that I've been facing personally in my situation, and I'm sure some of you can relate, one of the biggest ones is telling people no. I like to say yes. I like to please people. I'm a people pleaser. I don't like missing out on anything. And so those two are probably my biggest struggles. Just this past week, my coworkers went out for a family breakfast to hang out, just have fun. We had a new team member come on and we wanted to welcome them. But I had to say no. I am trying to work really hard on paying off this debt, and my goal is 2020. I am paying it off. All of my student loans. I'll still have a car loan, so I still have some debt, but student loans, I am gazelle intense. I am trying really hard to commit to that this year, and that means saying no to hanging out with my coworkers or going somewhere with my friends. And sometimes that really sucks, but I am pretty open about it. They know most of my reasons. I let them know that it's nothing personal. I am always up for doing something free. In the town that I live in, there's a lot of free options, zoos, a million parks. So there are things we can do. We can go get together and do a workout in the park or something. So there are options. So I need to learn that I'm not limited, even though it feels like I am letting people down and it feels like I am not able to do anything. I do have options. Some of the other things that are hard are just working harder. I am doing Postmates with my husband, which is like a delivery service. It can be merchandise, food. So when I come home from work and I go pick him up from work, because we only have one car, trying to save on money and gas, we go straight to our second job, which is Postmates. Now, this is great because we have the freedom to choose when we want to do Postmates. So we can do it anytime. We do it on the weekends and we do it at night when we're off work. And usually we'll just do it for a few hours during the week just to get a couple deliveries in, and then as much as we can on the weekends. But it's hard knowing that you're going from one job to another. You worked really hard, you're tired, and then when I'm done with Postmates, when we're coming home, I'm usually thinking, now I have to clean the house, we have to cook, we have to take care of ourselves, and it can be really hard. It can be a lot. So those are my struggles. I'd love to know what your struggles are during this whole process. If you guys are working other jobs, if you guys are even on this journey, I would love to know some tips, some tricks, maybe a way to give me more energy. I try to remind myself while I'm out there that being this tired is okay, it's good, it's temporary. Really, if I just do it for this year, trying to pay this off, the sooner I pay it off, the sooner I can relax. That just kind of helps get me going through it. So what do you guys tell yourself to help get you through it? I would love to know. So with all that said, I really want to get into the third lesson, and baby step 3 is all about, what is it? I forgot already. The emergency fund. the glorious, fantastic emergency fund. Now, this thing is amazing, and it really helps, as a woman, it helps me feel secure. So he talks about as a household, whether you have a family, whether you're just one person, no matter how big of a family you are, you should have a fully funded emergency fund. Now, this could be 3 months savings, this could be 6 months savings. Some people do even a year of savings, which is amazing. Can you imagine losing your job and being like, it's okay, I have a year to find another one? What? That's amazing to me. Really, you can find whatever you want, whichever one works for you. I talked to my husband, I think we're gonna do a 6-month emergency fund. I would like a year eventually, but really just to start out, I would feel comfortable with 6 months. 3 months, it really isn't a long time. The older I get, the more I am surprised by how fast time flies. I feel like this year just started and we're already in March, and I can't believe it, that's already almost 3 months. So that doesn't seem like a lot of time at all. I would love to be able to know that I have 6 months of savings in case something major happens. I'm gonna be okay. So along with that, sorry, gotta situate, sitting in an awkward angle. Along with that, he talks about how getting out of debt is so important and doing it fast and then not losing that momentum. It can be really hard because you are so excited to get out of debt. You want to feel free. You are doing everything you can to do it. And he gives the example of what if someone you love is in the hospital and the doctor comes to you and says, hey, in 3 months you have to pay $5,000 for this medication and it's going to save them. I don't know how you would react to this, but I would do everything I can to save that person. Sell everything, start walking places, eat peanut butter and jelly every day, whatever I have to do. It's amazing how when you need the money in a dire situation, you find it. You make a way to make that happen. And he talks about how we should be looking at our debt like that. We should be finding a way. We should be extremely intense about it. That money disappearing or building that interest is just stealing our life from us. It's stealing money we could be earning on interest. Instead, it's accumulating interest in a bad way, very negative way. So he talks about being really intense about that. And he says that we can lose momentum once we pay off our debt, which I can definitely see this happening to me, and I'm actually really nervous about it, really scared. Because you pay off your debt and you're like, I'm free, this is amazing, oh yay, but then all of a sudden you stop saving, you maybe stop budgeting, and you might even just go right back into it. You lose your momentum because you're tired. It's a lot of work and it can take a really long time depending on how high your debt is. But it's so important to keep the momentum, keep saving that money, because you can just take what you were paying on your debt snowball and then just shift that into your savings account. So if you're paying, if you get to the point and it's amazing and you're paying like $1,000 or more on your debt each month, that seems crazy to me, but that's amazing if you can do that. If you're paying that each month toward your debt, then just shift that over into your emergency fund. Before you know it, a year, maybe just a little less than that, you could have your fully funded emergency fund, $12,000. Like, that would be amazing to have. So just keep up the momentum. I'm hoping that I can do it. Yeah, that's why I have you guys to help hold me accountable and hopefully encourage me along. Not only that, I hope to know that some of you are going through this journey with me. That's really going to help encourage me. So then one of the best quotes that he has, and I know everyone's heard this quote, it's nothing new, is just about Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Oh my gosh, this just sums up my life. I am not a tech person. Basically any electronic that I ever touch just breaks. I'm not dropping it or like throwing it across the floor. I'm not doing anything crazy. I swear I'm like magnetic or something and it just like messes with the phone electronics. But basically anything I touch breaks. I'm on like my 3rd phone like in a year and it's already like turning itself off at random times. So I am trying to save up money right now for a new phone because kind of need a phone to do Postmates and anything else in this world at this point. So yeah, it's hard. But I wanted to read this question to you guys. Let me get this here because I wanted to hear what your thoughts were. And if you guys have any tips for me to kind of help keep me on track. So in the book, he talks about, he asked this question: once you're debt free, it can be tempting to let your foot off the gas and taper off the intensity. But we want you to move through the first 3 baby steps as fast as you can. What are some of the practical things you can do to maintain your gazelle intensity in baby step 3? So baby step 3, is saving that emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of savings. What do you guys think that you can do, I can do to help keep that momentum going, to help that, basically to just keep going? I mean, can you imagine being debt free? Wouldn't you want to stop too? So give me your thoughts on that. I would love to know. Other than that, I think that's everything I have for you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your tips. Please let me know. Like and subscribe if you can to help keep me going. Thanks, guys.